Dublin is known for its beautiful environment, nice people and rich history, and it does not disappoint. There are countless fantastic sights to visit in Dublin no matter what you enjoy seeing or doing, and once you get a taste of this city you won't want to leave. It features everything from castles to green areas as well as a thriving, welcoming nightlife that is well known throughout the world. For some people, deciding where to go in Dublin might be difficult. It's easy to get lost in the little streets or end yourself in the wrong neighborhood. We've prepared this guide to assist you in identifying and finding all of the greatest places to eat, sightsee, and experience in Dublin. So make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button so you don't miss any of our new videos. 1. Phoenix Park. This is a busy park, so it's unlikely that you'll be able to sit and rest here. Instead, it promotes physical exercise. As a result, it's the ideal spot to get some fresh air while working off some of the heavier dishes you'll be eating in Dublin. It's also a great spot to watch some wildlife in the middle of the city. Green spaces in the heart of cities are critical for everyone's health, so make sure to include this park in your Dublin agenda. If you like to exercise by running, this park is renowned among runners and hosts the city's annual marathon. If you don't want to run, come in and see if you can spot the park's bow ties. There's nothing like witnessing wild creatures in the heart of a city to get your adrenaline pumping. 2. The Temple Bar. The Temple Bar is undoubtedly one of Dublin's most famous bars, with travelers from all over the world going to drink within its legendary walls. Despite the fact that the bar's history stretches back to the early 1300s, it continues to be popular due to its position in the middle of the city and status as a major component of Dublin's central nightlife scene at the moment. The Temple Bar is the most popular bar among young travelers and even some residents eager to enjoy a night out with a glass or 2 or 3 of powerful Irish whiskey. There are also several taverns and restaurants serving traditional Irish cuisine. If you stay here long enough, you'll be able to enjoy plenty of live music in this lively area. This location is once again a must-see. 3. St. Patrick's Cathedral. This church is the largest church in all of Ireland and one of the most popular hotspots in Dublin for tourists. This cathedral, which is nearly 800 years old, has seen changes in Irish culture, politics, and religion throughout the centuries. It's also a work of art in and of itself, with a beauty that will remind you why you came to Dublin in the first place. Bring your camera and spend some time visiting this well-known Dublin place. Make sure to explore both inside and out, as there are several historical and gorgeous aspects that warrant your attention and will look fantastic in the images. 4. Penny Bridge. This bridge is one of Dublin's most well-known places, and you've probably seen it in novels, on television, or on postcards. The bridge was the first pedestrian bridge across the river, and its name refers to the fee that pedestrians had to pay to pass it when it was erected in 1816. Walking through areas with hundreds of years of history is a fantastic feeling, and you'll get that feeling when you cross this bridge today. It's a bright and lovely white picket structure over the river, so take a little walk after that. Find a spot on the bank where you can take a good photo of it, reaching out over the river below. 5. Dublin Castle. Dublin Castle is a must-see for anybody visiting Dublin. The historical events that took place in this building were crucial to the creation of the city that exists today, and it's also visually stunning structure that will transport you to times with knights on horseback. The castle offers both self-guided and guided tours of the 11-acre grounds. It's a vast castle with a lot of rooms to view, so if you want to learn more about its secrets, take the guided tour. The Chapel Royal, the Garden Museum, and the Chester Beatty Library, as well as the majestic gardens that surround the area, are all worth seeing. One of the best locations to visit in Dublin. If you want to learn about the city's history, it also has a lot of exhibits and structures that you should see. While in Dublin, this edifice has witnessed some of Ireland's most significant events. 6. Trinity College. The best place to start your Dublin trip is definitely Trinity College. It is the oldest university in Ireland, having been founded in 1592 by Queen Elizabeth I. It is located in the heart of the capital and is steeped in tremendous history. Trinity, which sits on a beautiful 40-acre location, has kept part of its historic isolation of cobbled squares, gardens and parks, and is known the world over for its collection of outstanding treasures. The Book of Kells, a 9th-century illuminated manuscript. The books of Durrow and Armagh and an antique Irish harp are all on permanent display. The precious items are on display in the treasury and the long room, which houses over 200,000 of Trinity's oldest books and hosts regular literary exhibitions. 7. Grafton Street. If you want to spend some money, this is one of the nicest spots to go in Dublin, a diverse collection of stores and eateries that may keep you occupied for days. Grafton Street is the heart of modern Dublin's culture and action, and it's always bustling with exciting things to see and do. All the way down the street, you'll discover buskers singing you two traditional fiddle players and singer-songwriters, as well as a variety of boutiques and department stores. There are also some fantastic cafes and restaurants where you may rest your feet while also giving your credit card to rest. This area will take the better part of a day to explore. Enjoy the pleasant atmosphere while shopping for souvenirs and listening to some fantastic free music when you are hungry. Head to Belly Oriental Cafe, one of Dublin's most famous place and the Dublin institution since 1927. 8. The Cliffs of Moher. This is the one to go on if you have time for a true day excursion. The Cliffs of Moher just outside of town have been popularized in films such as Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince and the Princess Bride. They're much better in person with an incredibly breathtaking view of the ocean. This is the Ireland you came to see, and it's one of the best sites in Dublin to visit for breathtaking views. It's not difficult to find a day tour company that offers regular trips to the cliffs. Make a day of it by visiting any tourism center. Don't forget to bring your camera because the vistas are just as good as they appear on TV and in movies. 9. Guinness Storehouse Factory. Tourists flock to one of Dublin's most popular attractions. You can't visit Ireland without learning about its most famous drink, so buy a ticket and learn about Guinness history. The interior of this structure is built to resemble a pint of Guinness, and it is known as the world's largest pint. The remaining 7 stories of the structure are dedicated to Irish brewing history, demonstrating exactly how popular this beverage is in Ireland. Purchase a ticket and join the tour to discover everything there is to know about the Guinness family and the history of the beverage. The past is more interesting than you might expect, and you'll wind yourself at the Gravity Bar at the end of it. This bar located on the 7th floor provides 360-degree views of Dublin's skyline as well as the opportunity to have a pint. 10. St. Stephen's Green. After filling up at Lee's Oriental Cafe, take a short walk to Fuslayer's Arch, the primary entrance to St. Stephen's Green at the top of Grafton Street. Around the green, as it's known locally, Georgian buildings abound, albeit several were regrettably lost to redevelopment in the 1960s, 1970s, and 1980s. The 22-acre park is a Dublin jewel and a haven of peace away from the city's hustle and bustle. When the weather permits, stretch out on the grass for some rest and relaxation or pack a picnic lunch and join the locals. The grounds are surrounded by immaculate flower beds. There's also an elegant fountain in the park center as well as a bridge over a duck pond and a children's playground. During the 1916 uprising, the park was the site of fierce fighting, but both sides agree that hostility should pause while the park keeper feed the ducks. Thank you for watching. Let me know what your favorite place in Dublin is. I see you in my next video.